It seems like with every coming day, there is more news about this game. And this game is truly going to break the internet this summer. In this video, we're going to talk about the best teams to use in EA Sports College Football 25. And I don't know if you guys did what I did. I've already taken off, even though I kind of made a mistake because I'm going to get the early edition. And the early edition is projected to come out on July 9th. I am off from the 12th to the 21st. So if you guys need some excuses, I think as a community, we need to come up with some excuses because a lot of us are going to be calling out on July 9th. Make sure you all like the video, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps your channel. And I try to make sure I acknowledge and comment on most of the comments. So let's get into the video. The way I've always approached any college football game, it's always been in a tier list. I've always had an A team, which is my best foot forward, 2 B teams, a couple C teams, and a D team. And I like to create like 2 or 3 playbooks in total. But like I kind of utilize, based on each team's skill set, I'll kind of utilize the different playbooks to my advantage. And more importantly, I create a play call sheet, which is a video I'll have in the very near future, how to even create a play call sheet. And I've even, in the video's description, I'll upload some of the examples of play call sheets that I use. And in that video, I'll deep dive, like how I use various concepts, how I figure out which coverages are able to be beaten. So that video is going to be a lot of fun. But let's get back to this video. For some reason, there are always sets of teams that I don't use in a given game because they are too good. Ohio State and Georgia certainly fits that bill. There's so much of a skill gap, I think, between these 2 teams and the rest of the teams on this game that I just can't use them. Ohio State is loaded, and I mean Tony Montana and Scarface loaded. They got Will Howard at quarterback, 2 of the top 5 running backs in the nation in Trevion Henderson and Kenshawn Junkins, a plethora of wide receivers. I was surprised Emeka Ibuka came back to Columbus. Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis, 2 of the biggest that they got in the 2023 cycle. Jeremiah Smith, and the list goes on. And imagine this, with Chip Kelly offense. Now look, I know that head coaches in the game aren't in the game and coordinators aren't in the game, but they said that the play styles will reflect each of the teams. So with Chip Kelly's offense, and then you think about what they have on defense with JT Tuimalolu. And I was very surprised that Denzel Burke returned to Columbus as well. And Caleb Downs is arguably one of the best players in the nation. I can imagine every time that I'm playing Ohio State, somebody's going to be using him, and they may even put him in the box at linebacker on one of them sub packages. It's going to be difficult to beat that team. And in my book, Georgia is the same way. Carson Beck will be one of the better quarterbacks in the game, if not one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Game-breaking running back and Trevor Etienne that they got by the way of Florida. Also, Branson Robinson is the perfect complement to Trevor Etienne as a spellback. So, you know, even when you think you got Trevor Etienne tied, Branson Robinson is going to come in and be dominant as well. Ra Thomas, Dominic Lovin, and Dylan Bell at wide receiver, and a stout defense that includes Nazir Stackhouse. This team is a cheat code as well. There's a couple other teams that, if I use Oregon, it will only be because I just want to see their jersey selection. So if I'm practicing, I'll probably practice against Oregon and see a lot of their jerseys. And in Texas, those teams will be supremely fun to play with. And, you know, even looking at Oregon, like imagine starting a dynasty with Oregon with the uniforms and then having 2 formidable quarterbacks and Dylan Gabriel and Dante Moore. That's going to be fun as well. So now let's kind of get into my tier of teams that I'm going to use. Like I said, I have a tier list of teams. I don't know if it'll be like Madden where you can't see who somebody's using until you select. But with such a skill gap in the game, I will hope that you can see who somebody's using, because it wouldn't be fair for somebody to use like their D tier team and you got to play Ohio State. Like it's going to be like a handicap match at that point. So my A tier team is Ole Miss. I feel like Ole Miss can compete with anyone. And then you got Lane Kiffin's offense. But think about their defense. They can rush the passer with 4. Walter Nolan is going to cause havoc at D tackle. And then you got Princely Umanmielen and Jared Ivey on the edge. They're going to get a lot of pressure. Jackson Dart will be a top 12 quarterback in his game. I wanted to say top 10, but I wanted a little bit more of a buffer. I think top 12, he'll be a top 12 quarterback on the game. Ulysses Bentley, and transfer running back by the way of LSU and Notre Dame, Logan Diggs. I like Logan Diggs a lot. He'll probably be my 3rd down back. Trey Harris is an absolute stud. And after the performance that Caden Priestcorn had in the Peach Bowl versus Penn State, he should be very formidable as well. So when you think of a stout defense, I can get pressure with 4. I'll be able to play solid defense on the back end. And then offensively, I got a guy that can deliver the rock at QB like Jackson Dart. I like my running back group. I like who I have at wide out. And at tight end, I can do a lot. And then with that defense, that's going to be able to get pressure. I'm cool. Ole Miss will be that A-tier team. If I run into an Ohio State and I don't have my A-tier team, and that next game, somebody's getting Ole Miss, and it's going to be a problem. Occasionally, as my A-tier team, I'm going to use Missouri. That Brady Cook to Luther Burden connection is just unreal, and it's just too good to pass up. Luther Burden, he's going to be an absolute stud on this game as well. My Tier B team, this should come as a surprise to no one if you kind of been paying attention to the channel. I think I may start a dynasty with Syracuse. Syracuse will be my B-tier team. I like this team a lot. It's a team I actually have a pretty decent amount of access to, because a lot of you who just recently followed probably don't know what I do. I am a credentialed member of the media. Each week, probably other than like 2 weeks during the college football season, I'm traveling. I'm on the field. Make sure you guys check out at the CFP Nation. That I am the founder and the owner of that brand. You guys should check us out. We got a lot of great content on there, so you should definitely check that out. But this Syracuse team is just a team that I'm really interested in. Like I said, Kyle McCord, that quarterback. Oronde Gaston, that tight end, is going to be a cheat code, because he's going to have good speed. He's going to have solid route running, and he's bigger. LaQuint Allen is a dog. I'm telling you, he's a dog. They got him at running back. And then Marlo Wax, just imagine using him on defense, bro, and be able just to watch the middle of the field and able to shoot gaps and make tackles for loss in the backfield. That team is going to be fun. Colorado's another team, and I don't know what you guys consider them. Let me know in the comment section if you consider them a B-tier team or C-tier team. I kind of got them combo. I think with the efforts that they made in the portal to be better in the trenches, both offensively and defensively, and I think they'll have two of the top 15 or 20 players on his game, which includes Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's ability to play both wide receiver and cornerback will be a cheat code, so it's like you get two different players that are just legit on this game. And in watching Colorado last year, the player that surprised me most was actually Shiloh Sanders. I saw the difference in when he was playing versus when he got hurt and he wasn't playing. He's high IQ. We all remember the interception that he had for a touchdown. He's also a thumper, so Colorado's going to be a fun team to play with. C-tier team are Boston College and Liberty. Boston College, Thomas Castellanos will be a super fun player to play with. He's going to be able to run around. Not going to have the greatest accuracy, so you're going to have to be careful when throwing a rock with him. But a number one target, by the way, of Texas Tech and Jerron Bradley, will certainly create some mismatches. And Liberty is one of those teams I've seen play quite a few times. I even seen them play in their conference championship, and I had the opportunity to go see them play in a Fiesta Bowl. Wasn't able to make it out, just having so many issues at work with staffing. But I enjoy Liberty. Caden Salter, if you haven't seen him play, it's much CTV. I'm not going to be able to stop much with that defense, but offensively, I'm looking to put a lot of points. Let me know down in the comment section who you guys are going to be using, and why. Tell me why. Tell me some of the schemes you're going to be using. Our next video, we're definitely going to get into the playbook series, how I go about creating my playbooks, and it's going to be in-depth. It's not going to be a shorter video like we've seen with these videos. It's going to be in-depth videos. Y'all going to see me get into Madden, because that's all we got now. I'm going to get into Madden. You guys going to see me go against cover 3 using real concepts that they use in football. How I attack cover 3, how I attack cover 2, how I attack cover 4, how I attack man, and then how I build my play call sheet. So I think that'll be a real fun video. Make sure you guys, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, 1.